A client asked me recently, how can we be more efficient on this project? And I thought it was a really good question to ask because there's always room for improvement, let's be fair. And I really like that concept of marginal gains where small improvements over time can compound into something much bigger. But how do you measure efficiency? What metric should we use and track to try and improve it? When it comes to digital projects, I think it should be the overall speed of delivery. So let's look into it a bit more. Hey, welcome to this new edition of Digital Blitz, your short brief on everything UX, tech and compliance. I'm Sylvain Reiter and I'm here to help you succeed in digital by delivering better experiences for your team and your customers. So when it comes to supporting or building a web application or digital system, how long does it take you to go from an idea to that feature going live, being deployed to production? To measure efficiency, you can look at the budget or the resourcing, but I really think the overall speed of delivery will cover most of those points and is a good metric to measure. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of steps, a lot of people involved in turning this idea into a feature. So we really need to look at the entire life cycle, at the end-to-end process. And in the agency world, we're obviously working on multiple projects for multiple clients. We always try to learn lessons from what works well in one project and apply that, roll it out to other projects. But it's not always possible, of course. Every project has different requirements, different team members, different project managers. But over the years and hundreds of projects, I've identified 4 components that we can improve to increase the overall efficiency in the delivery. The first one, critical point, is the experience of the product owner, whether agency or client side. It's really important to focus on the requirements early on and having them well defined. Can be a bit contradicting to think about you have to spend longer analyzing and over-analyzing things too early, but the better input will always bring better output, so this is key. The second one is to improve the process, the delivery process, and you can follow agile methodologies. It brings some flexibility when the business priorities are changing, and it helps to keep the team focused on small iteration and continuous delivery. On top of Agile, you can combine DevOps principles to automate as much as possible when it comes to setting up, testing, or deploying the applications. The third component is your team. The staff working on the projects. They all have varied degrees of experience and backgrounds. It's about building a culture of training, of knowledge sharing, and splitting the work equally across the team. And you also need to look at the collaboration between the team, between UX and developers, for example, to avoid silos and assumptions during the handover. The fourth and final component is to have the right tools to keep track of the features, to help communication, and everyone should be aware of the status of the task and know what their priorities are, whether it's at management level or for the team executing the project. So you could have a project board that should allow you to identify bottlenecks and get the right information to make the right decision and better decision at the right time on a daily basis. It's important to highlight, though, that the speed of delivery should not come at the detriment of the product quality. You do not want to rush things by bypassing a few steps or skipping the testing process or UAT and user validation, for example. So be careful with that. And once you start measuring these metrics and look at the 4 components we discuss, I hope that you will be able to make improvements and increase your delivery velocity. Because once you're able to release features quicker, you will have quicker feedback from real users, from your markets to iterate upon. That will only improve the overall quality of your digital products. So increase the speed and increase the overall quality. Everyone wins. That's it for today. If you're struggling with digital delivery or need support to upgrade your processes, leave me some comments below or get in touch. You can watch more videos about digital optimization on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to keep learning with me and grow your career in digital. Until next time, stay safe and see you soon.